Oh my gosh, I'm looking around for my controller. I don't need one, I just need the mouse for this game. Ooh, can you see my cursor? Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt, and we're about to play some Shadowgate on the NES, which is an awesome game. Let me move some windows around so I can see the chat. I'm not playing it on the NES, it's the NES version of the game that was ported to a collection on Steam called the 8-Bit Adventure Anthology. And like, listen to how funky this is. Look at how cool this is. It includes Deja Vu, Uninvited, and Shadowgate, 3 of the MacVenture games. These games were originally on those black and white Apple Macintosh computers as point-and-click adventures. The ports to the NES, very well done. And they added music, which made the game incredible. Like, it has an awesome soundtrack. Also, tell me if the audio levels are balanced improperly. I'm trying to make it so that you can hear the music and me. But what's going on? Abuse for Views and Rogue Effect. And I think I saw Joe D and Nick D and Rallic and Bit Goblin and a Dark Messenger and Nat20, 3 of the best NES games of all time. Yeah, baby, we're about to play some Shadowgate. I got this game on NES at like a fair in Massachusetts called the Big E. Sounds good, says Rogue Effect. Thank you so much. And yeah, again, I'm playing this on PC, I'm playing it on Steam, so I'm actually using a mouse. And like, normally you have to move the cursor with the NES controller and it moves slow. In fact, it moves something like this, I can show you. Like, kinda like that. But look, now I can use the mouse, so let's start file 2, obviously. The last thing that you remember is standing before the Wizard Lackmere on Friday night after 3 shots of tequila. He waved his hands. And I'm gonna click here to go to the next page here. What's up, Venom 2.0? Awesome, says Lay White. No, you. Holy crap, that's awesome. The NES games with mouse control. Yeah, and not to like advertise or anything, but it was only $8 on Steam, so now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. It might be your house, but you can't quite remember. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded warlock lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. By black magic, I don't mean like a racial thing. It's like just a term for it. Anyway, the combination of his evil arts and the great titan's power will surely destroy us all. The A and the R look similar in this game, so I for a second I almost read it as evil rats. Which is something a druid might summon, I don't know. I grew up with these games, says Nick D, especially Deja Vu. Yeah, we'll get to that probably tomorrow or sometime next week. Those games scared the heck out of me as a young boy. The music from Deja Vu still gives me goosebumps. And there's even an homage to Deja Vu in this game. The music in this game is legendary. That's true, a Dark Messenger. Is that your dark message? I appreciate it. When did the stream start? Yo, Denfico? Like 5 minutes ago. Not even. You didn't miss anything. This is the opening screen to the game. I've got a torch, no goods. I came here unprepared. Like, 0 equipment. The wizard was like, yeah, just go, like, storm the castle. You won't need much. Weapons and equipment OSP, like in Metal Gear Solid. This game terrified my sister. All she remembered years later was the torches and the Reaper. Oh my gosh. This game, okay, so as you can clearly see, this is a storybook adventure game where it's mostly point and click, and that's all you gotta do. You don't actually have to, like, do any platforming or strategy. You just have to solve one big riddle, essentially. That said, there are so many ways to die in this game, and I hope I can show you most of them. You're the last of the line of kings, the seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. And then again, a second ago so that you could hear it. Only you can stop the evil one from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. And only Link can prevent forest fires. Gritting your teeth, you swear by your god's name, which is Dave, that you will destroy the Warlock Lord. So, it's very reminiscent of, the Scum utility? Like, you know all those LucasArts games that give you, like, a list of commands that you can do, and then you can say, for example, let's, hit this door. Nothing happened. Well, I obviously didn't hit it hard enough, but I can open it. Anime girl. Be sure to read the book in the hallway. I will, Nat20. The door is open. It's the door leading into the castle Shadowgate. Oh, yes, that is how doors work, especially exterior ones. If you open the outside door, it will lead inside. Also, obviously you want to hit this suspicious-looking skeleton, or open it. Boom, it's like I've played this before. As if by magic or physics, the skull rises. And now, I can take... The key 1 is in hand. It's not really in my hand, it's like in my pocket, probably. I played this game when I was a kid, and I was scared of it. I don't know why. Yo, Raid in the Dank? Because it's a spooky game, and the music makes it spookinger. This game got translated into Swedish, and the translation is a real treat. If you use the sword on yourself, the game says, ouch, your adventure ends here, but remember, suicide leads nowhere. I like that, Nicholas T. It's a nice little warning. Anyway, I can also use the move command, and I can either click on the open door to move in it, or I can move on this mini-map by clicking the exits that it shows me here. This game is going to be amazing with your commentary. Hey, Dark Messenger, it's going to be amazing with you watching it too.
That pitiful wizard Lakmir was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me.
How does he know I'm a buffoon? He must watch my streams.
You will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is a horrible death. There's like 20 horrible deaths. This game kills you over and over.
The sound of a maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's Kefka's laugh. You know, from Final Fantasy 3/6. Okay, so I have goods in my inventory. I have self. I can obviously chickadee check myself. Thou art truly a brave knight, we hope. But these torches are basically the game's timer. So, like, I can take torches off the wall, and they go into my inventory, and that's cool. See, look, I have torch equals 1. As a matter of fact, if I do this, I'll have torch equals 2. After, like, a certain amount of actions, the torch will begin to burn lower, and you'll hear the music change, and it's, like, the most anxiety-inducing thing from any video game. Eventually, though, after many more actions, the torch will go out. If your torch ever goes out, you just die. You get plenty of torches, but there is a finite amount of them in the game, and also what you can do is you can use the torch on this carpet to burn it. The rug quickly catches on fire and burns away. Queen's laugh from Deltarune. Rogue Effect? I don't remember it. What's up, CJ? Where's Jordy? I was wearing her sunglasses earlier today when I went to skee ball, and oh my gosh, I freaking crushed today, Maverick Ryu. The first 4 rounds of my skee ball league, I was 12 for 12 on hitting the 40. Anyway, obviously this door is unlocked and we can just open it and go through. The door is locked. What? Give me 1 second, everybody. I see that my stream is like stuttering a little bit. So let me close some windows and see if that helps. All right, we back. The door was locked. I wonder if I could use key 1 or torch on it. You know what? I bet I could burn down the door. Yo, Maverick Ryu with the cool $2.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. If you hit that many 40s, you'll get very drunk. Yo, Nat20. I had myself a water at the bar today. Click! The key worked. It unlocked the door. And weird thing about this world is that when you use a key, it doesn't disintegrate. Also, there's like a small door here. The door is locked. Well, I wonder if I can move through this door. The stone walls seem uncomfortably close as you walk uncomfortably close to them. Do they, though? Like, it seems pretty roomy in here, I would say. Ooh, and look at this. You know what? Let's show you the first trap of the game. What is this? A book, you say? It's an ancient tome. It seems that no one has disturbed its pages for centuries, because no one can read. It's like an old phone book. So, let's take it and see what happens. You idiot! When you remove the book from its pedestal, the floor collapses and you fall to your death. It's like a 2-foot drop, but I don't know, there's like an alligator in there or something. Arson for the win. Gee, I wonder what the book says. Hey, it's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. And like, no shame in dying over and over to this game if you've never played it before, but hey, let's continue. It doesn't continue exactly from where I last saved, which is interesting. But the stone walls are uncomfortably close. What you're supposed to do, instead of eating the book or whatever I did, is you open it. The book is opened and examined. You open it very carefully and leave it on the pedestal. A rectangular hole has been cut out of the inside of the book, ruining chapters 6 through 9. But hey, look at this. You can take the key from inside the book. Classic key in the book trick, everybody. What's up, Tiny Schmario? And Matt H? Hey, Matt H, I appreciate the advice. I don't think I'm gonna need any of that, though. Step 1, cut a hole in the book, yes. The key, too, is in hand. I'm holding all these things in my hands. No pockets. This is a no pockets run. I can take this torch, though. The torch is in hand. I can also take this torch, which looks different. And by the way, I can scroll through my inventory by going up and down in these cards. It shows my list of spells, of which I have none. I wonder if I can read anything else on this book. He doesn't actually read the book. Can I look at this thing? It's a small candle, perfect for reading. What happens if I take the candle? Oh. I also die. Okay. I tried to take the candle, but it's like, you removed the book somehow. Not sure how you did that. Anyway, I don't know if it matters how many times you die in this game. Like, you can just die over and over, and that's part of the fun of this game. Yo, this looks spooky, says Matthew Schmerwin. Hey, it is. Oh my gosh, no Epor spoilers in the chat. Anyway, let's take the key again. Let's take the key. Epor is love. Epor is life. Yeah, there's a spell later called Epor, and we'll see what it does. We'll see it. So yeah, you'll see that this particular torch does not stack with these other torches. I wonder why that is. There is something out of the ordinary about this torch, but you can't put a finger on it. It's like also a gun, like it has a trigger. But he doesn't know what that is because they haven't been invented yet. Also, what's this? That looks suspicious. It's a stone wall. This stone seems to be set loosely in the mortar. What's weird is if you look at the stone next to the one that you can open up, it gives you like a different dialogue. But that white slab is the one you're supposed to open or hit. The stone falls away to a secret passage. Secret to us, but like, I don't know, that might just be somebody's house. They live here. It's a secret to everyone. There's somebody in here that gives me 20 rupees. No, you mustn't read from the book. Sorry, wrong genre. A dark messenger, what is that? What's a reference to? I'm watching you on my laptop and my phone with the new short you posted. Yo, Johnny V, welcome. As soon as you enter the room, you see an arrow on the front wall. As soon as I entered the room, I saw what was in it. Gosh, my reaction speed is average. Anyway, let's take this crazy thing. The arrow is in hand. You can't take it. Why can't I take this torch? This torch is attached securely to the wall. Oh yeah, and see how my torch is starting to dwindle here? This torch seemed to be fastened to the wall with rather modern-looking nails. I hate modern things. Let's punch it. Pow! I love that screen. Ouch, that smarts. Oh, I thought I was supposed to hit it. You use it. Never mind. It will take 20 rupees for door repair. Nicholas D, they'll take 20 rupees for me messing up this ledge. Watch. Oh, as soon as I tried to move through that door, the ledge wasn't strong enough to hold you. You fall to the ground and land hard on your rump. That's like one of the few things that doesn't kill you in this game. Stabby stab, says Maverick Ryu. We're getting there. Oh, let's go this way. You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. Or, as the British say, a chasm. From the darkness below, arise the screams of the undead. Yeah, they're having a concert down there. Yeah, so, is the pointer using a mouse? Yeah, so Denfico, I see what you're saying. This is, I'm playing the NES version of Shadowgate, but it was ported to PC. I bought it on Steam. It's a collection called the 8-Bit Adventure Anthology, Volume 1, implying that there are going to be more, which I love. But yeah, so in other words, I'm playing on PC, I'm playing on Steam, so I am using the mouse. Which I have to imagine makes the speed run for this version way faster than the NES game. Undead Mosh Pit is right. This cave is hewn roughly in the chasm's wall. It's a chasm, oh my gosh. So you don't want to walk over this bridge yet, because, like, look how rickety it is. This shabby bridge is held together with nothing but frayed ropes and rotten planks. It looks like a lot of fun. The ropes are indeed in bad condition. And there is the anxiety-inducing music, which means that my torch is about to run out. I have, I don't know, at least like 5 more actions, I would say, before it actually runs out. It is very dark. So let's move into here and look at this crazy ghost before I light a new torch. What's this? A wraith is standing in your way, barring your path. I did a what's this? Like the guy from Shenmue. Hey, buddy. It doesn't seem to understand what you say. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a torch. The torch is lit. Fam, it is lit. I think this guy, like, can't hurt you. It's a Shadow Wraith, which is the same as a regular Wraith. A hideous specter, hardly newer, who eternally walks the line between life and death. You can't hit him, I don't think. You're afraid to get near it. Can I take the torches? Torches in hand? Yeah, you for sure can. Now what you want to do is use the special torch. You put the torch close to the Wraith, but nothing happens. There must be more than one way to do it. Yeah, you want to use this torch on an actual torch. Or you want to use a lit torch on the torch. The torch burns with a strange white flame, like phosphorus. Zoinks is correct, Bit Goblin. Punch Ghost. Maverick Ryu, I was too afraid. The Mummy movie, the one with Brendan Fraser. Evie reads from the Book of the Dead, aloud, accidentally awaiting the mummy. Oh, idiot. And a member of the camp awakens and screams that at her, sadly too late. Thank you for explaining the reference. This guy reminds me of Insane Clown Posse. Yeah, I'm about to throw a Fanta at him. He is a phantom, though, right? The torch burns with a strange white flame. With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at it. I'm shouting, ow, because I, like, accidentally burned myself on the torch. Fago, that's what I meant, Ventus DM. How could I forget? Rhodey Mayer. I could have thrown the arrow at it, but it's already dead. With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfs the undead apparition. When you open your eyes again, the Wraith is gone. That's cool. Well, I'm gonna take his towel. The cloak is in hand. I will look at it. This heavy cloak contains no frivolous adornments such as pockets or a hood. Ah, that's how you know it's a women's cloak. No pockets. What's over here? Oh, and I can... Ah, I love this. Okay, so in the NES version of Shadowgate, when you select a command, I think you can hit the B button to unselect it. Here you can right-click. This small stone chamber is lined on one side by 2 barred portals. Whoa. Did you guys know that Epor was gonna be in this game? What is it? What does this even mean? This sign reads, Epor, thank you, game. Epper. Hardly newer. You got it. It seems to some sort of magic word. Epor. You got it. It seems to some sort of magic word. It does seem to some sort of magic word. You've learned one magic spell. Epor. This narrator is like, you learned one magic spell. Dude, that's like one more than every human. Approximately 100% of humans. No. Anyway, let's take this torch. We taking torches. Is there a torch emoji that you can spam in the chat? What's up, Azzyboom? Epor. Turn this wall into a door. Yo, untapped rapture? Like, kind of. Ooh, somebody's medicine cabinet. This small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. You notice that the bottle is impossibly light. Ooh, that's the one we want for later. The bottle 2 is in hand. Might as well take this one too. The bottle 1 is in hand. Let's look at it. It's a small silver bottle. What is it? It sure smells terrible. It's actually perfume. Thank you. Jeez. Yes, there are candles and flames. Thank you for the emojis. The MacVenture series is a nice set of adventure games, says Crestline Iceberg. Yes, and I love the NES versions. What's up, Chibikami? Nat 20 putting the torch in the chat. A flashlight, or as the British call it, a torch. It's an ancient leather-bound parchment. It was written 3 weeks ago. Let's look at it. Oh wait, I didn't take it yet. And I think when you get a scroll, you have to open it, right? That's the satisfying part about scrolls. The scroll one is open. Your hands begin to sweat because of your extreme excitement and passion for literature. 5 to find, 3 are... No, wait, this gets a Deckard Cain voice. 5 to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access, the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below, the staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden blade, in the Horadric cube, the platinum horn. The last part doesn't rhyme, come on! Joining 2, the golden blade, the last 2 invoke the platinum horn. I don't know what accent the original author had that rhymed blade with horn. Maybe it's just a bad translation. Well, what's this back here? You see this? You see this crazy outline? Damp air is blowing out of the gap in the stone wall. Oh, that's the bathroom. You feel the ground shake as the rock moves slowly aside to reveal a passageway. I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself here. You can't do that! The cold water flows. I'm sorry, the cold water from the limestone drips on your neck. More like lemon stone, am I right? So apparently they're doing a new version made by the original designers, same 8-bit style, called Beyond Shadowgate. Yeah, Matthew Irwin, I backed it. I backed the Kickstarter. Diablo 1 is greater than Diablo 3. Matt Hugh Irwin says Nat 20. Nat 20 is upstairs, I think, watching the show on the big old TV. Anyway, my spine done been shivering, so this place had no effect on it. I'm not sure if I can do anything with this just yet, so let's leave. I'm a Diablo 2 fan, says Dark Messenger. It's a great game. I wonder what happens. I think if you, you want to speak the spell, right? The spell was chanted, Epor. There are many strange things in this world. That's how I started all of my essays in high school. When you said the magic spell, the rope moved. It's crazy that when you said something magic, a rope moved. No, dude. Having stretched up to the hole, the rope stops moving. Yeah, Nat 20, you can consider this a late birthday present. Having stretched up to the hole, the rope stops moving. It stretched just far enough that maybe I can go up it. This room, full of mirrors, reminds you of the Elven Fun House at King Otto's Fair. Also the bathroom at King Otto's house. Ah, and you know what? Let's show off a glitch later. I'm gonna get these torches, but you definitely want to grab this broom, because there's a super simple glitch that you can do with this broom that might save you a lot of headache later in the game. Let's move backwards here. This long, cold hallway is lined on either side by half a dozen coffins. Now, I think there's one of them that I just straight up don't want to open, but I'm gonna. Let's open this coffin. The lid of coffin is open. The lid of coffin is open. This green slime is quite disgusting. Now, I want to show you an inconsistency with this game here. The green slime is very thick and is warm to the touch. Okay, we can obviously touch it. That means it's okay to move over, right? You try to pass the slime, but it engulfs your body, dissolving it in seconds. Yo, Nicholas D with a cool 20 Swedish krona. Save and punch the left mirror for me. You bet. You die instantly. No pain, no nothing. You were slimed like it's Nickelodeon. Oh my gosh, and I'm Danny Tamborelli. I see you, CJ, with a Final Fantasy reference. Tesselis B. Hasup. Tesselis was a character from Final Fantasy VI. But the brooms in Matoya's cave in Final Fantasy I say push B select backwards, and that's how you know to open the map. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. It's not, really, and they haven't. Anyway. So yeah, you don't want to open that. You also don't want to open this, because this dude's annoying. Ooh, there's a crazy banshee monster. As you open the tomb, a banshee flies out and emits an ear-shattering scream. You're all right, but it is very hard to hear. My brother met Danny Tamborelli once. Yeah, Kira H knows him, apparently. From Pete and Pete, yes. Yeah, Nat 20, that's what I've heard about him, too. That is one acidic jello. Anyway, yeah, the Banshee... I guess he goes back into his coffin. I would shriek, too, if somebody just randomly opened my door when I was in there. Nothing happened. So I can open this one, right? The lid of the coffin is open. Ooh, I'm gonna take this. The bag, too, was taken. What's inside this? Coins? Yeah, I got some coins. I'll take a cop coin. A cab, but I'll take their money. Let's open this. The lid of coffin is open. Ooh, a spooky mummy stands silently before you. Where am I, says Radical Red. We're in Castle Shadowgate. OMG, bro. You're halfway to a quarter milli. Yeah, StuTube, thank you for the cool 5 ducats, my friend. I love that you said that, because, like, when I first noticed I was at 125,000 subscribers, I was like, dude, that's a quarter of 500,000. Like, I had to pause to think about it. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oops. Nice, point and click RPG classic. Do we count it as an RPG? It's definitely a classic. It's definitely nice. It's definitely point, and it's definitely click. But thank you. No, wait, this is live, says Radical Red? Nah, it's pre-recorded. I just knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, welcome. A mummy stands silently before you. That's what most mummies do, right? They don't yell or anything. Ooh, before my torch goes out, let's use it on this mum. That's short for mummy. The mummy bursts into flames. The mother, or as the British call it, a mummy, bursts into flames, leaving behind a scepter among the ashes. Alright, now wait a minute before you touch it, because it's still hot. But, like, also, let's use one of these 7 torches that I have. My old torch hasn't gone out yet, so I think I'm dual-fisting torches here, as well as holding all of these goods in my hand. Let's take this scepter. Hardly user. Hardly newer. What did I say? Arson! That's right, Maverick Ryu. Now I'm confused. Yo, Radical Red? I'm streaming a game called Shadowgate. I have this game on NES. Oh, you have to open... Okay, so here's one of these examples where there's actually a door behind me. But I wouldn't know it unless I actually looked at the minimap here. And you can open it. Oh, yeah, you can open it using the minimap. Okay, let's go backwards. And I think if I go backwards again, this takes me to, yeah, the room with the book that was interesting. Nicholas P., what's going on? We're playing Shadowgate. Yeah, so this is an awesome game on the NES. It was originally for the, like, the black and white Apple Macintosh computers, but then it was ported to the NES, and they were like, hey, let's add some color and some music and some sound. And the game is actually really cool. I thought you said this was pre-recorded. Now I'm extra confused. Yo, Radical Red. Someday you'll figure it out. But anyway, I was going to say, I'm playing this on PC. I got it on Steam. There's a collection called the 8-Bit Adventure Anthology, Volume 1. It was like $8, one for every bit. And I'm having a grand old time with it. Pour one out for the mountain dwarves. Oh, yeah, so... Oh, and I just remembered something. So in the original game, if you hit the select button, it will sometimes give you a hint or a clue about the room or just some part of lore. But how do I do that in this game? I don't know if there's a select button here. It's not important. Sometimes the hint that it gives you is, you can do it! We believe in you! Or something like that. You enter a cold room. The stench of flesh in decay pervades the small chambers. You begin to shiver. This room is really cold, guys. Speak to self? I will. I will, Nicholas D. What odd behavior for such a brave warrior. Did I say that to me? Alright, let's save the game because it's time to die a bunch. Why can't I save? What's happening? Uh-oh. I might have encountered a bug, everybody. Oh, tab is the select button, by the way. Why can I not save here? Oh no! Press start or A. I don't have those buttons, Nat20. Do I have to reload my save here? I'm so sorry, everybody. I was basically locked on the save screen there. That's okay. We'll continue from where we last left off. We're not too far behind. I'm gonna take this bag. I'm gonna burn the mummy again. The game knows. The Dark Messenger. It does. Alright, and then let's move here. I have to open this door behind me. Reload, rip. It's not working again. Okay, let's just go through the rest of the game without saving then. That is crazy. Oh no. I was like gushing about this collection. But I'm getting stuck in the save screen. Okay, we'll continue. That's kind of wild. Or maybe you only get a certain number of saves. Can somebody look that up for me? I don't remember that being a thing. The scepter is in hand. Alright, so let's move back here. The stone in these walls were probably cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarves. You can tell because you're guessing. Alright, so let's go back into this room. Maybe I just won't show you all of the deaths in this game. How about that? Let's go in here. Pour one out for the dwarves is right. You enter a cold room. The stench of flesh in decay pervades the small chamber. Now, what I wanted to show you here was that, like, there's an opening to this trapdoor here. But if you, like, if you go down it, which is obviously something you'll want to do if you don't know what's down there, you just die. The ladder breaks and you fall to your death. So don't do that. Let's take the torch. The torch is in hand. And now we're going to open this door and meet a new friend. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, says Nat20. Thank you. Fear grips you as you enter this hot room. The first thing that you want to take in this room is the shield. Obviously, because look. I like to think that there's a tiny dragon there. Like, his body is like this and his head is like this. And he's just like, boo! And he shoots the flames at you. You raise your shield just in time to block the dragon flame. Now, you don't need everything from this room. You do need the hammer. Again, flames fuse forth. You use the shield for protection. It's important, kids. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. I think you can take the spear. I might even be able to take this torch before my shield melts. But I don't need it. You might want the helmet or the skull for like some riddle later. Neither of them are completely necessary, but you may need them if you don't do the glitch that I'm about to show you. What's this crazy thing? It's a large pedestal with iron trim. Oh, okay. The stones in these walls were probably cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarfs. They used their hands to cut stone? And somebody enslaved them? How powerful were those guys then? There is some discussion on the save issues. One person says it was his antivirus that was preventing the save? I don't have any of that. I'm super hackable. They karate chop the stones. That's what I'm thinking, Nicholas D. The door is open. Let's move in here. My torch is about to go out. You can put your torch in the water and just snuff it out and you die. Well, I mean, fighting is weak to psychic. That could be true, Rallic. Maybe they were enslaved by psychic types. Or fairies. Or flying. Use torch. How do you think the Egyptians did it? Did what? Cut stones? You can arson yourself with a torch, too. That's true. Torch is lit, dog. Yo, can I... What does this guy say? It doesn't seem to understand what you say. What if I shout louder? The door is open. Let's go through this door. You can't do that. Yes you can. The water cascades over a subterranean cliff into a cool, clean stream. Yeah, look at this. I think these rocks here... You actually can't get behind these rocks or anything, but there's a crazy Easter egg in the original that, like, you have to click on a very specific pixel, and you can get through it. This landslide looks like it occurred ages ago. It would take you months to clear it away. But you can go back here, though. This is the room that has some Easter egg in the Mac version, right? Yes, Nat20. The walls in this room are much too close for comfort. Okay, now I agree. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular. They're so dumb and you hate them. But now, it's finally time to punch something, everyone. You hit the rock as hard as you can. Recent discoveries suggest the Egyptians had a technology similar to liquid concrete. Interesting. The loose rock falls down, as if hinged to the wall. Thank you, Chibikami. The pyramids may have been poured into place. That's kind of neat to think about. Oh, cool, there's a bag. This is bag 1. You can tell it's bag 1 because it's the second bag we got. Let's open it. The bag contains 3 large jewels. Ah, yes. Red, white, and blue, or bleu, blanche, et rouge, the colors of the French flag. Yo, Maverick Ryu with the cool $2. Thank you so much. Let's take him. The white gem is in hand. The red gem is in hand. It's spelled rogue. Wait, was it? Did they spell it wrong? In French? Somehow? When I said that out loud? But yo, Maverick Ryu, thank you so much. Alright, we got a bunch of gems. Don't need them. Not yet. Man, this cavern's pretty cool. What did it say? I missed it. By the way, this game does have like a cool like background that you can see. I am kind of hiding it here, but like, look, there's like some skellies and stuff. I've got it cropped on my stream layout there, but I wanted to show you. Actually, wait, now that I'm seeing it, that's like a, what's the word? A pricket or like a little holster for a torch. You could put a torch in that thing, but obviously somebody's taken it. Now Shark. Still here being confused. Radical Red? As long as you're having a good time, though. What the heck is supernatural erosion? Punching, Nat 20. I just punched a rock off of the cave wall. People must have been punching all the time. Hi, KarmaJolt. I love your YouTube shorts. Your passion for video game glitches is inspiring. Yo, Dexter D? Thank you so much. Let's move in here. Now, I think what I want to do... Since this room stinks of rotten meat... Which sort of gives you a hint that there's a bunch of dead bodies down here and maybe you shouldn't go. Obviously I want to say Epor. What you expected hasn't happened. How does the game know what I expected? I expected nothing and it did happen. A sconce. Thank you. That's a good one. That's a good word for it. Let's use blue gem, I think is what I want to do. No, not speak to it. The gem seems to fit, but nothing happens. I know you need to use one of these gems here. Ah, it was the white one. The gem fits perfectly in the hole. A small crystal sphere magically appears on the stand. Don't lick it. This crystal sphere is as cold as ice. Yeah, baby. Well, I'm hot-blooded. So, I'm gonna take the sphere, I don't know, I'm trying to make more foreigner references. Can I take the gem when I leave? You can't take it. The quartz. Ponder the orb, says Tony Call. Willing to sacrifice my love, thank you, Nat 20. I'm a simple man, I see Shadowgate stream, I join. Yo, vice versa, welcome. Try licking it. What's up, Astro Mixon? That never happens when I put white gems in the wall. Yeah, you might gotta try the blue one. So anyway, this dirty white boy is gonna move to this area with a sphere. And that shark is playing some head games, but... what you want to do here is use the sphere. And you're in the clear. You drop the sphere into the lake and notice the ripples disappear as the water turns into ice. Yeah. So now you can walk on the ice. The lake has become a solid sheet of ice and that shark is struggling. Now I can take this key from the scaly bones. What you want to do here, don't mess this up because you'll die, is you want to use the torch on the ice near the orb. Or I guess you could click anywhere on the ice, but don't touch the orb with your torch because the torch will go out and you will die unless you have another torch lit, which is a thing you can do. You know, I guess that's a good reason for why you have two torches. In case you want to you're like, maybe I should use the torch on this one, but I'm afraid of it going out. I'll have two of them lit just in case. What are some more foreigner songs that I can make references to? The torch melts away the ice over the sphere, allowing it to float to the surface. You know, because balls float. Not surprisingly, the lake quickly refreezes. Yeah, so I can take it. I can take it again. The sphere is in hand. What's GTF? Oh! Okay, so I got a key now. Man, I really want to save the game so I can show some cool stuff that happens in this room. Hot-blooded. Yeah, I think I did that one already. Did I not, Chibikami? Jukebox hero. Don't know how I'm gonna make a joke on that one, Nat 20. I'll use the E key. You're right, Tiny Schmario. A Breath of Fire reference. This room is full of elves. So what you want to do here is use a hammer on the middle mirror. But if you hit one of the other mirrors, as Nick D requested, I think you die. As soon as you break the mirror, shards of glass fly through the air and slice into your body. Blood pours from your wounds, and your body slumps on the floor. It's a pretty sad thing that you just died there. Alright, so let's continue. Okay, I have the sphere. Alright, I guess I don't really need to save the game. This room full of mirrors reminds you of the Elven Fun House. I've never heard that before. What's up, Dorman? Oh, let me read your comment. I remember playing this game as a kid and not getting what I thought I would. Good game, though. Yeah, this is a fun one. If you break the other mirror, though, it's actually cooler. Because that mirror sends you into... Well, I won't spoil it. Hammer? Hardly knew her. You have opened a magic portal into deep space. You are immediately sucked through. The lack of air causes you to quickly lose consciousness. The Grim Reaper quickly embraces you. Man, everything's happening so quickly here. Yeah, you die in space. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, I got an achievement for that called And Beyond. Break the mirror to go into space. Alright, I didn't realize I was getting achievements here. Which I realize is cropped out of screen, like, it's popping up, like, over here. Off screen for me, and I'm sorry about that, but I wanted you to see the game. Let's use Hammer. Yeah, so what you want to do here is hammer the middle mirror, bellowing like some Norse god, some god of shattering mirrors. You smash the hammer into the mirror. You shatter the mirror, revealing an iron door. Oh my gosh. I thought I got another achievement, but it's actually just a Steam, like, friend who is now playing Brawlhalla. Now, this doesn't open by itself, huh? Yeah, door is locked. Let's use key 3 on it and see if that works. Oh, I just realized. I have another key, right? Yeah, I forgot something real important back here. Let's backtrack a bit. Smacky Smacky is right, Maverick Ryu. What does it mean that the Norse gods exist in this setting? I don't think they actually exist, just the mythology of them does. Or maybe they do! Anyway, I forgot to use key 2 on this door. Yo, Nicholas D with the cool 20 Swedish krona. Use spear on self, see if you get an achievement. Alright, but first... Oh, as you enter, you can see a sword and a sling inside. Well, I'm gonna take the sling and the sword, and I'm just realizing I forgot one other thing. So I forgot to get these weapons earlier. It's okay that I didn't get them until now. But now that I have the sling, I realize that I should have taken at least one stone from the river room. So let's go do that. That's the spirit. Oh my gosh. Are we making polearm jokes again? Pile 'em on, everybody. Yeah, so you want to take at least a rock or two. You only need one. But why not take 2? Oh, because you can't. There you go. You couldn't take the other one. It's too shiny. This subterranean cavern doesn't have any polearm-related jokes. Well, time to be javelin on. I don't know. Just trying to make a joke. For some reason, when we were playing Dragon Quest VIII, like a week or two ago, I guess I got my character like an iron spear or something, but we were making puns related to spears and polearms. Hey, Mr. KarmaJolt, what's your favorite Switch game? Yo, Ginger King DS? Astalon, Tears of the Earth was great. Super Mario Maker 2, fantastic game to play with Jackie J, who is 8. F-Zero 99. Anyway, so I think in here... This room is incredibly hot. This must be what the lower levels of Gehenna are like. Didn't we look that up last time we streamed this game? What is that? The heat is unbearable and you have to turn back. Yo, Dorman with the cool $5. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you go into this room, it's so hot you begin to sweat profusely. The heat is unbearable. You have to turn back. So you can't pass through this room without equipping the cloak. But I think what you can do is go into that room and then use the hammer on one of these mirrors that kills you. And when you respawn, you'll be in that room, regardless of whether you're equipped with the cloak or not. And you can just, like, do whatever and pass through it. The door is open. Suddenly you feel a gust of wind. A searing blast of heat knocks you across the room. Do I want to use the sphere on this guy? You hurl the sphere into the fire below you. The hell-spawned flames quickly vanish as soon as the sphere touches them. With nothing to feed itself on, the fire drake immediately follows suit. Yeah, it dies. And now you can pass through this room without having equipped the cloak. Which is not a big deal, because, like, you're gonna get the cloak anyway, and it doesn't save you all that much time if you're doing, like, a speed run. Gehenna is a level of hell. Thank you, Maverick Ryu. A sharp, cold wind whips up over the ledge of the deep, dark... Chasm? Is it chasm? It's probably chasm. Chasm? Hardly knew him. There's nothing to sphere... but sphere itself. Oh my gosh, rogue effects. Alright, we can do another round of puns. As you step on the bridge, a troll appears and says, "This bridge mine." It'll cost you a gold coin to cross. Well, good thing this spear is made of gold. What do you want to use this on? The troll falls silently into the dark cavern. You listen, but you do not hear him crash. Well, see ya. The moon casts a brilliant shadow over the grounds of the courtyard. Now, there's like a crazy glitch that you can do that I showed off in a short a while ago. If you get to this area with like only the necessary items, basically as fast as you can, you can, like, I think you fight this guy and you go on and then you get to the study and you can take a pair of glasses over and over. I'm not going to show this glitch off because I would need to save my game for it if I didn't want to, like, ruin anything. But look, there's a crazy dude over here. What does he have? The Cyclops stands before you, ready for battle. Does he have a stick? He's got, like, a bardiche, maybe? A bec de Corban? That's a way to get around, says Rally. Or should I try Eporing him? Ah, okay, so let's use the stone in the sling. You put the small stone in the sling. And now I'm going to use the armed sling on the Cyclops. As soon as you start twirling the sling, a magical influence takes over your body. What's up, Akuma401? I'm about to fight a Cyclops. You cry out, "Death to the Philistine," and release the stone. Bullseye. He's actually a Cyclops? Yeah, and what you want to do now is use the sword to stab him while he's down. You drive the sword deep into the Cyclops. Blood pours out of the wound and onto the grass. And the grass immediately grows! It's a dead Cyclops! What do you expect after stabbing him with your sword? I can't take his, like, polearm here. Alright, let's use a torch. Yeah. Now, here's part of the game that's, like, kinda BS. If you use the well's little crank here, the crank turns rather easily. At the end of the rope, there's a small bucket. And if you look inside it, this small bucket is used to fetch water from the depths. Can you take it? No. What you're supposed to do is open it, even though, visually, it looks like it's already open. It's clearly opened. But when you open the bucket, you can see that there's a very key item inside it. It's a gauntlet of silver plate. It bears the symbol of the Circle of 12. Don't know what that is, but there's a description of it on the inside of the gauntlet. So let's take it. Let's take it and see if the glove fits. O.J. Simpson died recently, by the way. What do you want to use this on? Self. Albert Winstill, welcome. Screwed me up so much as a kid. Yeah, Net 20, there's another moment like that in Deja Vu where you're supposed to find like some pill capsules in a garbage can, but you need to open the garbage can before you can find them. But on the screen, it shows that it's already open, so you wouldn't think to do that, possibly, maybe. Anyway, this door needs to be open. Let's go. It's a long, drafty hallway with one flight of stairs and several open passages. But there's a torch, everybody! Spam those torch emojis. If you would be so kind. Okay, now let's, move this way. You stand in a small library. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to do something with the, possibly the red gem. What is this guy again? It's a small hole in the wall, some 3 inches deep. You know what you want to put in there? Obviously a gem, I think. Let's try this. Ah, the red gem slid the bookcase. Thank you, everybody. And Stephen H. And Simon Diamond. Fun fact, there are capsules in the NES version. In the original, they are syringes. I guess Nintendo was not a fan of a character stabbing himself with dirty syringes from a trash can. Nicholas D, so we're talking about this game's counterpart, Deja Vu. That's weird that they would censor that because, you, punch a prostitute at one point in that game. I don't think they would have had a problem with a syringe. Anyway. That's a stream for another day. Let's open the desk. Ooh, we got some literature, everybody. And hell yes, we got glasses with which to read it. I'm gonna take some scrolls. And I'm realizing, I feel like every time I get here, I realize that I've forgotten something in the room with the Epor. Let's look at this book. This book looks quite old. The words "The Prophecy" is written on it. What it says, dog? You can't read the strange writing in the book. Oh, well, you know what? It's because my eyesight sucks. So let's put on the specs, baby. Yeah, so there is a glitch where you take the glasses over and over. After they're in your inventory, you can continue to take them, and your inventory fills up with glasses, and then, it eventually gets to the point where the game can't handle that much memory. And, you do some weird thing, you can warp straight to the ending. I forgot what it was, but I made a video about it a long time ago. Wow, with these glasses, you can read!
The light grows faint, the path winds round. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream, for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. A bridge to from, amidst burning death, a demon to guard. I don't know what that means. Mortari riseth. Yeah, baby. You've learned one magic spell. As the spell was chanted, the book quickly vanished. Man, everything happens so quickly in this game. Yo, Sleep Deem, welcome. And you know what? You're right, Rogue Effect. I should end the poll. Let's see what glasses won. Welcome, 266 concurrent viewers. All right. So for whatever reason, we voted that I should switch to the sunglasses that Molly M's aunt got her. Let's go. And I guess I can take a look at this map. The map is in hand. Oh, I took it, as a matter of fact. I meant to look it. This fine map of the lands of Tarkus is quite detailed. I have a pretty detailed Tarkus. What? Although incomplete. Ooh, this room is dominated by a large fireplace, set in a red brick wall. I think, though, what I wanted to do was open these scrolls and read them. Your hands begin to sweat because of your extreme excitement and your sweating condition. You just have a condition. Yo, I got this game, says Liberating Skeleton. Hey, so do I. Welcome. Go out the window. Nicholas D. My lands under the heavens, the key to the world. Terra Terrak. That's the character from Final Fantasy VI. Oh my gosh, and we still have another scroll. This is incredible. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 3 quickly vanished. Just once, I want to see something slowly vanish, okay? The scroll 4 is open. You've read the scroll. To move the sun from far to near, light is what the darkness fears. Instantum illumina. That's great. That's great that I'm learning all these spells. Like, this guy has lived his whole life in a world where magic exists, and he hasn't bothered to, like, read a book before to be like, oh yeah, now I can, make ropes stand. If that's all it takes to use magic, this guy should learn a lot more spells. Ah yes, sweaty hand syndrome, says Vincent T. Exactly, thank you. Yeah, there's also a horror one called Uninvited, but like, this is spooky. This is a horror one. This is horror. This is horrible. That's the sword from Final Fantasy, says Tony Call. The Terra Terrak? Oh, the Illumina, you're right. From Final Fantasy VI. What does this do? The spell was chanted, Terrak. That's what Link says when he does a spin attack, I think. A large crack appears around the equator of the globe and IRL on the world. Whoa. Can I open the globe? The globe's open. I'll take key 6. Don't mind if I do. I don't know if I need whatever this is. It's a small black bottle with a cork on top. Well, it's such a cute little jar that I want to take it, you know? Through this portal, you can see the moon hovering over the Darken Mountains. Okay, we're getting some of the Shadowgate lore around here. It's a pewter goblet which glows with a lustrous shine. Yeah, so like, you might want to take these items with you if you're not going to do the glitch that I'm going to show you later. Oh, you can light a fire. The fire starts burning, adding warmth to the room. That's a nice touch. Let's get out of here. The bookcase in front of you is full of books. The narrator, like, let his little brother take over that line, I think. The bookcase is full of books. This is a complete 12-volume set of the Encyclopedia Druidica. I love that. Great reference. I forgot to do a thing, like a while ago. What's this room? Okay, let's not do this yet. Let's go do the thing that I forgot. It's so hot, you begin to sweat profusely. It's still hot in that room, I guess. Can I go down here? Yes, I can, because I used the Epor spell. So I think what I wanted to do here was use a gem in this little hole in the ground, which is where hobbits live. As soon as you place the blue gem in the hole, you hear the sound of grinding stone. Poker? Hardly knew her. Yo, Pio, thanks for showing up. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard. Actually, it's just an old wizard. It's a real person. Listen, warrior, the warlock lord can only be defeated by thy courage and the staff of ages. I don't know what voice that guy should have.
Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway.
So, like, let's say all of humanity was in a real perilous situation where, like, there's one evil wizard who is gonna, like, summon a dragon or something and kill everybody, right? And there are a couple wizards who, like, know how to kill him, but they can't do it, and they need you to do it. Do you think it would be a good idea for those wizards to give you, like, cryptic clues? Or just to be like, you have to cut off his tail, that's his only weakness? Like, why don't they just get straight to it, being like, we're all gonna die if you don't succeed, but, like, let's have some fun with this and make it like a riddle. So close to a rhyme, how do you screw that one up? Yo, Chibikami, I think at this point it's a running joke.
Have thy wits about thee, warrior. Fare thee well.
The wall slides back into place, hiding the image from your sight. A scroll appears. Yes! Yeah, this is the thing I forgot. Scroll 2. That's the movie where they're like, they're eating him, and then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god! The scroll 2 is open. You've read the scroll. The scroll reads, as the shadow of the wind, thou shalt be. I read that. Has anyone ever played WarioWare Smooth Moves? Humana. You learned one magic spell. Oxymontana, welcome. No, I'm confusing wizard and warlock. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 2 quickly vanished. Man, scrolls in this universe, they vanish so freaking quick. Anyway, you're inside a small room. Walls, though, not too uncomfortably close here. 2 scroll, 2 furious, exactly nat 20. Oh boy, my torches are almost running out. The torch is lit, fam. It's so hot, you sweat profusely. Oh, yeah, and I still can't go through that room until I equip the cloak, huh? Yeah, well, if I had gotten that scroll before I had done that glitch that I showed you earlier, I wouldn't have to come back here. But now that I do, I, like, pretty much have to use the cloak here. So let's use cloak on self. You try on the cloak and find it very unbecoming. It barely fits over your armor. Well, you're wearing it over your armor. This doesn't look good. I'm wearing this robe over my metal plates and it doesn't look good. A sharp cold wind whips. Yeah, now I think, yes. If I try to move over this bridge, the troll is back and he's got my spear. The troll says you must pay a toll of 1 gold coin. If you give him a gold coin, I think he tells you, actually the toll's gone up to 2. And he just, like, eventually kills you. So what you want to do is speak Humana. The spell was chanted. As soon as the magic is invoked, you lose sight of yourself. You're as invisible as the wind. And in this universe, wind is pretty invisible, for the most part. Would you wear a cloak under your armor? Yeah, if it's like an Under Armour brand cloak. Nat 20, I'm just saying, like, if I wore the cloak without the armor, maybe it would look better. But this guy's complaining like, it's so unbecoming. Like, bro, if you wear socks over your sandals, that'd be pretty unbecoming too. It's a pretty long hallway. So, like, I did everything in here, right? I'm pretty sure I did. You know what? Let's take this guy. A skull is in hand. The skull's name is Yorick, I think, in other Shadowgates. Some unfortunate individual. Some poor, unfortunate soul. It's a long hallway. It's pretty drafty, dog. You're in a small, stuffy laboratory. I don't remember what I want to do here. Empty test tube in a wooden rack. I don't think I need that at all. There's some chemicals that I can get here. Hey, tiny cat. This jar is slimy. Let's open this, I think. It won't open. Or use it, perhaps? The stone rises slowly out of the floor. A shining vial is inside. That's probably important. The water is in hand. The stone descends back into place. Now let's try moving this way. Ah, here we go. You stand in a small... Tiny cat. Alright, everybody, here's my cat. He's directly in front of my monitor right now, so I'm having a hard time reading. You stand in a small garden. The only sound is of falling water in the night. That's the album cover right there. Wow, what a great. My great-great-grandfather had a great that was greater than this. Oh my gosh. Tiny Schmario with the Nightshade reference on NES. Yeah, so you'll see that there's some crazy fountain features here, and what appears to be a recorder. It's a small wooden flute. It looks like it could make wonderful music. Don't take it unless you've already equipped the gauntlet, which we have. By using the silver gauntlet, you remove the flute easily. Otherwise, the water is too wet for you and you die. It's like acid or something. The sound of the water splashing is music to your ears. So, like, if you don't have the gauntlet and you reach in there, you die. But you can take this flute and then immediately use it by putting it up to your lips and it's fine. Yo, Maverick Ryu with the cool 99¢. Thank you so much. And that little tune right there is from Deja Vu on the NES, which I believe came out after this game. So they must have taken that sound and they were like, hey, let's make that into the main theme for Deja Vu. Or it was already in development and they were like, this, when Deja Vu comes out, is gonna be a reference. Drink from the fountain. Yo, Oxy Montana. I might. It seems like you wake from a dream only to find a hole in the tree. Yeah, and in Deja Vu, like, the game starts, you wake up in a bathroom stall. So, like, that's a bit of an homage, is it not? Is it real? The flute's music is like magic. And then I think, like, the tagline for Deja Vu is a nightmare comes true. So it's like, oh, is it real or is it a dream? Or is it a nightmare? Yo, the ring is in hand. It's a ring! For the MVP of Super Bowl 44. Water-resistant flute. Nice. Yeah, that's GTFO. Now, like, I don't know if I want to do this. You remove the latch and a mutated dog pounces on you. It looks like the doctor put something strange in the dog's water. It must have been from that fountain. Before you can do anything else, the mutation quickly rips you apart. Oh, cute dog. Yeah, did not need to do that. Okay, I didn't lose any progress there. I guess it saves in, like, the last room you were at. Oh yeah, look at this. There's a horseshoe here. Seems to have taken quite a beating. Now that's another item that I will not need since I'm about to use a glitch. The door is open. Let's go true. Oh, and did you see that? Yeah, let me back out and go back into this room. So pay attention to the carpet on the bottom of the screen as I move into the next room. You see how you can see kind of like a hole burned into it there? That's what you're supposed to do. The rug quickly catches on fire. Yeah. And there's a key in there. I knew my torch was gonna go out as soon as I used it on the rug. Alright, let's use another. Roger R, welcome. And Daniel MWJ. Karma, love the glasses. Thank you, these are Molly M's. Let's open some doors. It won't open. What about this? The door is locked. They're all locked, huh? Let's look at this mirror. The frame of this fine mirror is laced with silver and gold. It's the family crest of Sir Dugan himself. You know, Sir Dugan. Everybody knows Sir Dugan. You remember, the guy from the, you know, Sir Dugan. So have I used key 5 on anything? Ah, I haven't probably. Let's go here. It appears to be a sphinx, and it looks at you indifferently. Now, this is the part of the game where what you're supposed to do is talk to this sphinx. And when you do, the game will randomly generate, he will tell you one of, I believe, 6 riddles. What you're supposed to do to solve his riddle is find the item in Castle Shadowgate that corresponds to whatever riddle he tells you. Like, for example, I think one riddle he tells you is like, I have rivers but no water, villages but no people, and it's like, yeah, that's obviously a map. So you give him the map and he lets you proceed. But if you don't talk to him, if you don't talk to him at all, and you just hand him this freaking broom, he's like, you've solved the riddle. Because before you ask him anything, before you speak to him, the game, I guess, like, by default, is like, yeah, we're doing riddle number 1, which is the one with the broom. So if you just hand him the broom before he tells you the riddle, he's like, damn, I was gonna ask you a riddle about this. Okay, you got it right. You may pass. And then, like, this is important on the side here. There's, like, a lever puzzle later. I, like, never, ever noticed this when I was a kid. So later when we get to a part with a bunch of levers, we have to memorize this. But, like, you can just trial and error it pretty easily. Alright, so it's right, middle, right is what the pattern is. Or maybe it's that backwards. Telepathically solving riddles, exactly. Stumbling over my words a little bit here. A telescope is beside the window. A star map is on the wall. This must be an observatory. Yo, this guy. I can see why we sent him to Castle Shadowgate. The Sphinx was swept away by your answer. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Simon Diamond. Let's take the scroll! Oh my gosh, there's another scroll. Are you kidding? The scroll 5 is open. You've read the scroll. Observing the stars, the throne constellation appears once every 5 summers. Legend says that it is a portal to another land. That's crazy. What's this? It's an ornate carving of a shooting star. The object is made of silver and is extremely heavy? No, silver, not all that heavy. Unless it's big. Yo, I took the star. Now this looks a little like boobies. It's a map of the known galaxy. You can see billions and billions of stars. No, you can't. You can see like 7. The map seems to be only loosely attached to the wall. What happens if I open it? Ooh. This rod is made of cast iron. You can't take it. Oh, you can, though. What happens if I look in here? As you peer through the telescope, you are amazed by the clarity of the night sky. Cool, let's go up a ladder. This is better than stairs. You are so captivated by the woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. Yes, in the moonlight, she is even more beautiful. Let's try to pick her lock with this arrow. I wonder if I can pick the lock with the arrow. Your aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. Oh no! Oh no, it turns out she was a dog! I thought I was just killing a human, but ugh, this is awful. The beautiful lady suddenly transforms into a beautiful wolf. Yeah, if you like try to talk to her or do anything, the wolf eats you. Let's take whatever this is. The blade is in hand. This is clearly just some sort of food processor. Can I take my arrow back? Nope. Alright, bye. It's a weird babe, yes. Rated M for mature is correct. Oh no, Mr. Bill. What do you gotta say now, Sphinx? Doesn't seem to understand what you say. Oh yeah, maybe you don't even speak to it, you just try to pass it and it's like, halt, here's a freaking riddle. But no, I love that you're just like, get to work, and you hand him a broom. Okay, so... Man, I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff, but like, we'll figure it all out. Key 6? Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, now do I have another key? I think I already used key 3, right? And key 2. That doesn't mean you can't use them twice, but I don't think you can. Forgot what opens that door. Oh, there's key 3. Do I have key 7? Oh, there's key 4. There we go. Okay, so let's try this door first and see what happens. Witty and I are going to sleep. Good night, y'all. Yo, Nat 20? Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. You have entered a small corridor. 2 arched doorways wait patiently for you. Walls? Pretty uncomfortably close. Let's take the torch and the torch. Oh, okay, never mind. I was wondering, there's an item that I'm about to get that I'm like, where do I get this item? From this windy ledge, you can get an idea of the size and strength of the castle. It's a pretty strong castle. It's piece strong. Alright, so that rod that we found, I think we want to stick our rod into this hole. Don't take that out of context. And it gets struck by lightning. Suddenly the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of pure lightning strikes the rod. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that has formed at your feet. Oh, here you go, guys. My gosh, I love this thing. The wand is in hand. As you take the wand from the skeletal hand, it begins to descend. The hole then closes up as if it had never been. Bye. It waves. Hey Karma, I love this game as a kid, says Jesse Bishop. Yo, welcome. I love this game as a kid also. I love how it disappears. Yeah, Nerevar. Same. Thanks for all the reactions, everybody, and the hearts and the likes. Lightning lights up the countryside real light as you stand on a lookout point. Now, there's like a pot of gold here. Don't touch it. Because if you do, like, this entire half of the balcony falls down. You just want to take the... You just want to get in your bag and get out of here. You want to secure the bag and leave. What's inside here? Ah, some big old coins. Okay, I'll take them. You could leave them in the bag, but eventually you need them in your actual inventory to use them. I don't know if you need all of them. But hey, now that I have this wand, let's go back and do something like toward the beginning of the game. Well, wait a second, what's up here? Although the evening air is cool, this small circular room is cooler. I just wanted to take the horn, dude. A large fireball suddenly appears in the room and causes you to shield your eyes. Ah, when you open them, you notice that the fire has changed into something far more menacing. Ah, okay. He's like really, territorial about his toys. But I think what you want to do... Yeah, so we have a vial of holy water here. So I think we're going to use this on the Hellhound. Greg Kraft says, how are you using a mouse? Yeah, so this looks a lot like the NES version. I'm actually playing on PC. There's a collection on Steam called the 8-Bit Adventure Anthology. It's just the exact same games, except you can use a mouse. The holy water has sent the Hellhound back to the place where it was spawned. Tucson, Arizona. The flame died out. The room is quiet. No more barking. Dungeon Jolt. Powerpuff Girl, says Roger R. Yeah, I'm wearing my PPG t-shirt with the villains of the show, like Mojo Jojo and the Rowdy Rough Boys. Anyway, I guess you can take that freaking horn now. Very good, thanks. Yeah, Greg Crafts. I was psyched when I learned about it, and then I, like, forgot to get it. But then I just remembered it today, so I was like, oh yeah, I should check that out. Turns out it was only $8. Let's move up here. Oh. Now this is awkward because this guy definitely knows my name and I don't know his. As you stand on the turret, an eerie blue dragon appears in the clear starry sky. That's a wyvern. That ain't no dragon. If I throw this, he'll fetch it, I think. The star becomes a flash of light as you launch it. Yeah, you want to throw the star at him? Crash! It strikes the wyvern. Thank you. And it explodes into a million pieces. You counted the exact number. Now take this thing. The talisman is in hand. That's good that that's in hand. They called this a turret. Was there like a gun out here that I could have lit him up with? Miku Fish, welcome. Richie Rich, you stop. You're in a room with two braziers. Be careful how you pronounce that. You're depriving us of all the wonderful death text. Yeah, Nerevar, like, I can't save the game. Like, last time I tried to save the game, it, like, froze. So, I'm, like, a little bit afraid. It's a little tower on another tower. Daniel MWJ? Seemed pretty big. Seemed like a pretty big tower. Anyway, let's go all the way back. Bye, dude. The guy's like, oh, you can pass this way. It's fine. And let's light another torch. How many do I have? A bunch. Bunch of rocks, says Bonehead. Brilliant observation. Thank you. Welcome. Stones in these walls are probably cut by a dwarf with some karate chop hands. I don't know if you can go this way, actually. And you can't take these torches. But hey, remember this rickety bridge? What we want to do is drink this bottle that's impossibly light. Not that one. This small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. You notice the bottle is impossibly light. Yeah, so if we use the... It was bottle 2, right? Yes, okay, I want to make extra sure, because, like, if you drink any other bottle, you'll die, I think. But if you use this on yourself, you drink the liquid and immediately begin to rise in the air. Yeah, now we can get over this bridge. A giant snake confronts you in this small cave. Let's punch him. Nothing happened. What you expected hasn't happened. There's a giant snake. It doesn't move. Perhaps it's getting ready to strike. You wait for the creature to kill you, but it still has yet to move. Upon closer inspection, you laugh at your foolishness. It's only a statue. So it's a fairly solid cobra. What you want to use on this guy is the wand, obviously. That's how you kill all snakes. The snake begins to shake and shudder. Is it just your eyes, or is it shrinking? Yeah, no, it's... Ah! It's not just shrinking. The serpentine statue begins to change. It grows smaller. Can something grow smaller? It dematerializes and forms anew as a staff of tremendous beauty. Yeah, honestly, out of all the staffs I've ever seen, this one is freaking hot. Oh my god. Look at how gorgeous this staff is. The staff is in hand. Have you ever seen a more beautiful staff? Druidic script winds its way around this staff. You can feel power emanating from it. I think I'm growing smaller too, says Nerevar. If there's a need to specify that something is growing larger, I guess it can grow smaller. Yeah, okay, Chibi-Kami. I guess you're right. 4 out of 5 on the staff hardness scale. You mean the Moe's hardness scale? Suddenly you feel heavier than you did only a moment ago. That's convenient. That it happened after I was done with that bridge. Just so beautiful. Khalil, I will say ooh-woo, but just that once. Welcome. My name is Sneck, my body long. My head is small, but jaw is strong. And when it's time to get me fed, I open wide, I munch the bread. I don't know if that's what snakes eat, but I love your sick rhymes, Tiny Schmario. What game is this, says Boober86. Yeah, this is Shadowgate. The NES version of the game looks and sounds exactly like this, but this is a port to PC that allows you to use the mouse. Again, it's called Shadowgate, and it has some sequels and spin-offs that are really cool that I never actually got to myself. Nicholas D, you behave. Alright, this guy again. Maybe you do have to pass him more than once. Like, maybe that is completely necessary to do. Let's speak the Humana spell. And GTF by that guy. Travis Touchdown, welcome back. Who's your NFL team? And that's a question for anybody in the chat if you wanna tell me who your favorite team is. Man, this is a large banquet hall. Oh yeah, by the way, you can torch this tapestry. See ya. Wait, that's not where I want to go. Okay, and I think I want to go this way now. You're in a small throne room. I've seen bigger throne rooms. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. Yeah, so here you need 2 items, I'm fairly sure. That scepter that we got before? Oh my gosh, can I take this? I want to take the axe. Come on, man. Although he looks dead enough, this royal skeleton sends shivers down your spine. There seems to be something in his hand. No, there isn't. Can I open him up? I think that is false. I don't think there's anything in his hand. And that might be a mistranslation or something? No, it can't be, because this game was in English before it was ported to NES. What am I looking for? The scepter. Hardly newer. Let's use the scepter on the other hand. Ooh, and it slides a panel, everybody. Lord Darkfire, thank you, but I know what I'm doing. I don't need any hints. I appreciate you showing up, though. Har was up super late last night. He beat FF7 Rebirth. Yo, good for him, J Montagna61. Yeah, talking about my boy Mega Harv, who is another great streamer, and is Canadian, unlike me. Huge difference. As soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, the seal on the pillar lowers. Pillar? Hardly newer. Punch the skeleton? You got it. Tiny Schmario. Nothing happened? Dang, what a tank. So now, there's a hole in the wall, huh? I'm gonna put my Super Bowl ring in it. Where is it? I'm scrolling too fast. There it is. Set with a large black sapphire. That's gangsta. Let's use this here. The ring fits perfectly. So freaking perfect. I'm not saying nothing. Yo, Lord Darkfire? I appreciate you showing up, though. Isaac Mendoza, welcome. And Invader Zim. Good to see you. I changed my name. I thought I noticed that. Yeah, so when I made my my thank you page for my members, I noticed Invader Zim was the most recent member and not did you change it from Caleb? Was that what it was? I forgot. But thank you for being a memb. Anyway, this is a secret passage. I guess we'll go into it. This hallway is made of large, granite slabs. Oh my gosh, look at how many torches I can take. Now, like, I think... It's a huge stone slab. I think if you move into this area, you just die. So let's do it! Crunch! Without thinking, you jump through the opening and immediately hear a loud click. Suddenly, the granite slab above you gives way and crushes you beneath it. It breaks every bone in your body. Yo, it got all of them. 100% bone breaking. Good job, slab. Ah, yes. Okay, and it brings me back to this room here. You're in a dark and gloomy cavern. Like, I think also if you try to move anywhere here, yeah, suddenly the beasts begin to shudder and their eyes begin to glow red. The gargoyles, angered at your presence, spring from their frozen state and rip you to pieces. There's not enough left of you to even feed to the birds? Take that, birds. Just smashing, says Roger R. Yes, pancake. Anyway, I died a bunch. So in this room, what you want to do, this stone statue is some 3.5 feet tall and ugly as all heck. This game used to creep me out when I was young, says Me Corn 2. But now I show my daughter, and she thinks I'm silly for letting it get to me. I mean, like, it is scary, and, like, even the sounds, you know? There's a lot that's creepy about this game. Yo, Paul, I am, and welcome. It is very cold to the touch. Oh, I can touch them? Okay. Well, I think what I want to do is use the Illumina spell, right? Suddenly, the cavern is so bright that you have to shade your eyes. It takes you a few moments to regain your senses. From the Nova Burst. Seems the gargoyles were also affected and haven't yet recovered from the spell. Yeah, okay, so can I move here? The sulfurous flames rise from the hot molten lava. Swimming would not be wise. And then here, I think you just want to use the Mortari spell. Yeah, the statue lowers, and a large platform rises out of the lava. You now have a way across. Isn't that neat? I might have wanted to go the other direction first. Ooh, stalagmites surround this room, like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. Looks like a large, very deep pit. Oh wait, this guy's cute. Yeah! You woke the sleeping guard from his beauty sleep. He decides to eat you for breakfast. I love that guy. It's such a sad thing that you died to the most adorable creature in the game. Let's go back. Illuminati? That's right, Tiny Schmario. Swimming is not advised. Cannonball. Exactly, Chase. Hey, made it to another one of your lives. Yo, M&I Mud, you're about to see the end of this game, I think, pretty soon. I remember taking a cave tour that taught us a way to remember stalactites from stalagmites. Yo, Paul, I got a good one too, and I learned it from the Magic School Bus. So, stalactites are on the ceiling, and you know that because ceiling starts with a C, and there's a C in stalactite. Stalagmites are on the ground, and you know that because G starts with ground, and there's a G in stalagmite. Is that the one you know? I learned that from the Magic School Bus. Anyway, so I think the diagram told you to do this, right? Yeah, the diagram in the Sphinx's room. Scree! The cylinder lifts with a shuddering sound. You're momentarily dazzled as the darkness is lit by a blinding flash. The silver orb is revealed. I need that, right? As soon as you remove the orb, the cylinder quickly closes. No, it slowly closes. All right. It took its time. Can a first dungeon also count as a fungeon? Yeah, Dandy, this is technically the fungeon. Because there's only one dungeon, so this is the final dungeon, aka the fungeon. I'm in a really gloomy cavern here. Well, maybe I should light it up, should I not? Yeah, I want to stun these guys again. They taught us that stalagmites might reach the ceiling one day, and stalactites hang tight to the ceiling so they won't fall. Oh, that's good too, Paul. R.A. Salvatore wrote a couple of these choose-your-own adventure books. Heck yeah. Anyway, I was talking to the Illuminati. Let's move this way. This room seems to be made solely for the purpose of housing the well. I don't know if you can open this door on the left, actually. Yo, I got 10 torches? That's insane. It's locked. I actually don't think you can open that door, but you can open the well. Let's make a big ol' wish. What am I looking for? Big coin, I believe. As soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within it. It reminds you of the small dust devils you see in the autumn months. Well, obviously we're gonna hop down a well. I can't move down the well? Oh, there we go. The swirling winds carry you down the deep well and set you gently into the cavern below. That's cute imagery right there. You stand above a beach. Let's just live here for now. Gong! After you gong the gong, a specter materializes right before your eyes. The ghostly ferryman doesn't look friendly. You hear a faint voice asking for a fare. That seems fair. Let's use this coin on his hand. The ferryman takes the coin and gestures you to board quickly. Yeah, let's hop on that raft, baby. Okay, you climb aboard the tiny raft and soon reach the opposite bank. A stone skull stands against the far wall, screaming silently. For some reason, you get the feeling you are standing on sacred ground. Now, the shape of the crown is carved in the middle pillar, the shape of the sword on the left, and the shape of a jewel in the right. So, like, I don't remember how you're supposed to figure this out. This rather heavy talisman is made of gold and is extremely sharp along its edges. It shines with an incredible brilliance. Was there a scroll that that didn't get destroyed here? I'm trying to remember how you're supposed to know what to do in this room. Five to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access, the bladed sun. Yeah, so it's talking about the talisman giving access to this room. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining the two, the golden blade. The last to invoke the platinum horn. Well, let's just give it a shot. I think you want to use the talisman on this one, but I'm not sure. Oh, I got torched. Never mind. I see you, Simon Diamond. You have placed the bladed sun in the wrong hole. You did not heed the warnings, and now the Warlock Lord's defenses end your life. See ya. What were the warnings again? Oh, okay, I don't have to give him another coin. Okay, that's great. Let's try it on the other one. Yeah, the artifact known as the Bladed Sun is now secure. Oh, because it's under the blade. Alright, easy money. Awesome. Now, I think I just used the horn, right? The sound of the horn echoes loudly in your ears. Suddenly, you hear the sound of grinding rock. The jaw of the skull begins to descend. Hot wind erupts from the mouth, creating the illusion that the stone skull is alive. Yeah, so now what we gotta do is use the staff on the blade. No?
I think we have to assemble the Staff of Ages or something. So let's use the orb on the staff, perhaps? Well, let's go in here. The cavern that you have entered is by far the largest your eyes have ever gazed upon. Toot toot, hot wind, exactly. Wow, it's such a large cavern. Oh, that guy's adorable too. From the depths rises the most powerful creature that has ever existed, the Behemoth. He's real big. Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. The beast is indeed incredible. You wonder for a moment how you can defeat such a creature as this. Well, I think what I want to do is like put a staff together, right? What if I use the staff on the orb? Am I, like, missing something here? I think order is important, says Paul. Use blade on orb. What if I use blade on staff? Okay, I couldn't use staff on blade. I had to use blade on staff, obviously. Suddenly, lightning begins to flash in the room. Be discreet! Then, the golden spike slides smoothly onto the staff and locks into place. Great. Now let's use the orb on the staff. Light cascades through the room as the staff becomes a living entity. And now, the coup de grace. The coup de grace. Let's use the staff, not on the wizard, because he'll shoot you. You want to shoot the big old dragon. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that it has the power that the prophets claimed. It just like shoots a gun. It's like an actual bullet. The staff pulsates with power, and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the behemoth. Bap! Ow! I love that he's shaking his head. And then he grabs the wizard like, hey, you hurt me. I'm gonna eat this guy now. Bye. GG is right, Nicholas D. Alright, even though I just got on, I gotta go. Gotta get up in 5 hours for work. Good to see you all. Kick some ass for me, Karma. Yo, Invader Zim, you just saw the ending. The creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. But hey, thanks for showing up. GG easy. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade into silence. He's probably saying something like, I'll get you, Gadget. Suddenly, it is very quiet, except for the music and the screams. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible curse. The horrible night. You say to yourself, it's a Castlevania 2 reference. Although exhausted, you lean on the Staff of Ages and begin your long journey home. Don't do that. It's very sharp and will kill you. Nice work. Thanks, Lord Darkfire. Word of your historic quest has already reached at least a few thousand viewers. 56 concurrent viewers. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace, where you are greeted by the king. I love the way he sits. He's just squatting there. I know what thou hast done, brave one. The world would be dark forever without thee. Nah, somebody would have done something cool here. There's no freaking way the game just froze on me here. Oh my gosh, okay. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule, and the king's fair daughter's hand. This guy, you think he's straight? I don't know. But he loves hands, so he'll take it. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of, and new tales to tell. Those guards have some long legs. Yeah, and they got spears, too. The first stories end. Yo, look at this.
And then it takes me to some credits that aren't in the NES version, but yo, we beat Shadowgate, baby. Have you ever played a game called Mansion of Hidden Souls? Yo, Meatcorn 2? No. Should I check it out? But yeah, this is awesome. I mean, it's just the NES versions of the game. And the games include Shadowgate, Uninvited, and Deja Vu, which are like awesome games on the NES. But this collection is all three of those, and you can use the mouse, and like, I don't know, there might be extras here or something. But that was fun. Thanks for joining me blast through, as I blasted through one of my favorite games. I love Shadowgate on the NES. Little buggy though. Yeah, so there were some parts where I like went to save my game and it just froze. So I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully that's not like a persistent problem. But hey, sometime later we'll play through Deja Vu at least, and then if I can remember how to beat Uninvited, we'll do that too. Maybe I'll study it. Alright everybody, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for watching me play all the way through Shadowgate on the 8-Bit Adventure Anthology Volume 1. Next time we'll get to one of these, but until then, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great, and that we beat Shadow great. See you soon. This is funky though. I'll let this play for a minute. Oh, I interrupted it like a moron. Yo, Maverick Ryu with the cool $1.99. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to bed. Take care, everybody.